Welcome everybody to the I Am Soul gathering. Thank you. So what is the I Am Soul? You might say that the I Am Soul is the secret place of the Most High. Like the eye of the hurricane. It's that place where lies can't live and truth abides. It's that place where the goddess holds you, molds you, and unfolds you. Conscious-colored energies are hailing from the other side, alternating currencies, healing frequencies alive, pleasing demons lost and found, pains of angels, thorns or crowns, light vessels, white, black, red, yellow, brown, self-inflicted burden spark, healing freakish tendencies. I finally found my mark, coded beneath these dependencies. A sip and swallow just the same, yin-yang vial of consistency. Come on, man, to play the game, pop the veins. It's a spirit of serenity. Fatal dreams found to lose, earth face and anomalies, dirt shine, diamond line. Every card's coming aces one kind. Journey to divinity, shedding skins and conditioned sins, erasing false realities. Journey of extremities, chaos in the harmonies, finite to infinities, postulated possibilities. Freedom is fierce, and it's free. Spaceless time and timeless spaces. Fought the light, found the dark, the holiest places. Beat the hell alive for me. Flip the screen. Change the script. Triple beam trending in full flip. Tetrahedron DNA blueprint. Sacred geometric and all magnitude. Enough to make you sick. Feel the poor, feed the rich. Now my friends, we got this shit. Sovereign citizen. Serenity can't erase. Tap your heels, door. This standing room only is a holding place. Take the mask off, see the world's face. Surrender to embrace, search without a trace. All be gone, set that silent, not empty space. The mind's heart, spirit, the I Am Soul. Purity tears, so many lives, so many years, projection, reflection. Howling eyes of my ears. It's the last stand of deception. Universal correction. Past the peace. We're smoking angels' curse. Kiss the sky. Increase the magic. Knew what we know. Blossoming, overflow. Deuces times 4, double down, that's infinity. It's time to get your soul shine on. It's time to get your soul shine on. What's happening, everybody? What's going on? I'm reminded of one of my favorite movies, The Big Lebowski. The dude, I don't know if y'all ever seen it. It's a pretty good movie. He says sometimes the bear eats you and sometimes you eat the bear. I always like that line. It's interesting watching and hearing all the different expressions that people are putting out. Some of the people that we all follow. Some of the people have been putting it out there for a long time. Talking Franco Di Nicola, Jason Estes, Sandra Walter, many people, some known more than others. Judith Kuzol has been putting out some amazing stuff lately. So many divine feminines stepping up and starting to expand their throat chakra, and so many men as well. We're moving into higher levels of alignment, and everything is being looked at, everything's being examined, and it's bigger than we are all, because it is all of us. And I've been saying this for weeks, and it's not any kind of a genius statement, but we're all being brought to a level playing field where there is no superiority, there's no inferiority, there is nothing but oneness, and we don't have a choice in this. This is who we are, this is what we are. And every day is a new day. Every single day, we are literally, as the Christians say, born again. And it's, you know, with everything that's gone on, it's exciting. It's more than exciting. We have placed ourselves in a space of new, fertile, creative consciousness. Nothing that we do from here has ever been done. We cannot fail, and we cannot succeed. We can live. We can live, we can love, we can breathe, we can relax. Because really, when you get right down to it, either we eat the bear or the bear eats us. And, you know, I'm pretty hungry. Even if the bear is too, because the bear is me and the bear is you. It's been 10 plus years Soulogy's been on the map, and the community's grown, really grown. You know, Soulogy's always been under the radar, and we're still under the radar. We do pretty well with not getting, we get suppressed a little bit, but had a couple of strikes on YouTube, but we have a backup channel. But for the most part, we've been allowed to move forward and expand. This vortex has expanded. We can't really, you know, have a hard evidence of exactly how big this community is, which is just a small reflection of the universe. Always adding frequencies to an ever-expanding vibration, not divorcing ourselves from any part of the universe. We all make up this vortex. It's a beautiful community, and I'm honored to be a part of it. And it's always about growth. We all came here to grow, and Soulogy looks to do the same. And I'm not Soulogy, and Morgan Lee's not Soulogy. We all are. We make up these moments in time with these shows and with, you know, gatherings and with the connections people make through Soulogy, which is probably, you know, if I look at everything from my own standpoint anyway, it's probably the most powerful part of this experience is watching all the people connect. Now, would they have connected without Soulogy being formed?
I don't know. But it's a beautiful thing over the years to see people connecting and finding their soul family and finding their resonance through connections of ease and grace and connections that involve triggers. But nevertheless, all roads merge to one. And this is where we are, and this is where we're heading. And it's time to bring the walls down because they're coming down anyway. I was told 10 years ago when I was on the streets connecting to the universe every day for 2 years, pretty much all day long, that just understand that the entire world will know everything about you. And it scared the hell out of me. But then I understood that what they were telling me, what the universe was telling me, was that the world will know everything about itself, and we will all know everything about each other. And there'll be a day when we're all buck naked to the soul, and we've got nothing to hide, and we're past the point of embarrassment, and we're past the point of hiding, and we're past the point of projecting on things outside of ourselves in unconscious and conscious ways to avoid looking at ourselves. It's okay. We're all good. We're always good. We're eternal souls. There's nothing in this world, as unreal as it might seem, there's nothing in this world that can change the fact that we are soul. And I'm excited with what's happening in the world and in Soulogy. I'm excited to see people stepping up, particularly women at this time, and men. We got 3 shows today, one female, 2 males. And I think for me, Morgan came up with this brilliant idea about the hero's journey. And when she came to me, she said, we need to hear their stories. I said, absolutely. This is a great idea. And, when you hear something or you learn something or you think you learned something, you don't actually get it till you experience it. And to be able to sit down and talk to people when there's no rehearsal and everything's spontaneous, and there's a field of consciousness where we meet, a vortex created, like Abraham Hicks says, that everybody's a part of, let's say in a show, whether they're there on the live or the replay, whether they're Todd or the guest, we're all there at the same time. And what I'm seeing happening is people are dropping their walls and they're opening up. And that creates a lot of new energy, a lot of vital, invigorating energy that can trigger, energy that can make us think about things. And it's a beautiful place for people to feel supported, to find their strength, to speak their mind, whether it's a shadowed expression or not. I have a lot of respect for people who put it out there, whether I agree with them or not. And I would hope they feel the same, because it's in the intention of our efforts where the real measure of alignment is. Because alignment is not a place. Alignment is a trajectory. Alignment is motion. And it's a beautiful thing to see people expressing themselves and telling their stories without being in victim consciousness. Victim consciousness has been a big deal for all of us. And it's not an easy thing, but it's not a complicated thing. Meaning that maybe it's a simple, profound truth, the path that we walk. and maybe it's not so easy as we transition through this period we call Ascension. But the bottom line is, for me, I believe that just be yourself. And if yourself wakes up one day and the bear's eating you, then so be it. And if you wake up one day and you're eating the bear, then so be it. We just don't, want to lose sight of what's in front of us at all times. It's not a chase. It's not a contest. Sometimes you just got to take a breath and look around and count your blessings. And I think that as the days go on, this is what we're going to find, because just like in our lives, in our shadow work, in our zero pointing, we go through that darkness to find that we don't lose anything, because you come together once, you come together forever. And we came together a long time ago, and we chose to come here from the choice of our own free will. We talk about free will here on the earth, and absolutely is a beautiful playground where we can pick and choose our experiences. But don't forget that nobody forced us to come down here. We chose to come down here. And also don't forget that not everybody has been able to come down here. And you can look back at 3,000 shows, and you can look many times. I don't want to get carried away, but I would say 10, 12 times over the years, people have come on that have connections in their own right, whether they channel or however you want to call it, download, and they say there's billions and billions of souls lined up to come down here. And then you have that in contrast to the days that the bear eats us, and we're not eating the bear, and we want to get out of here, or we're not comfortable. We found that these points that we reach each and every day in our human interaction, in our daily life, that we're uncomfortable, this is where the gold is. But it's not about anyone but ourselves. It's all for us. We create this together. We affect each other. The universe is finding its way back to itself through the fractals, the very thoughts, the imagination that we all represent. And in a sense, it's like the Big Bang backwards. The Big Bang was like an exhale, and now it's inhaling. And I think it's time to take the seatbelt off and just understand that no matter what happens, we can't be harmed. Now, we look around the world, and of course, there's all these seemingly real issues out there, and everything is relevant. And it's not about what we're observing. It's about what we project from the observations that we make. This is the quantum experience that we're creating. This is Mother Universe expanding her outer breath. This is a higher and more aligned universe that we are central to. And Earth is a very important, significant place, because this is not just a personal realignment or alignment or refinement. And it's not just unique and specific to the Earth. We affect everything. Oneness is oneness, and it goes all the way. So what I started to get into when I first jumped on here was to explain a little bit that, our objective here at Soulogy is to continue to expand and to come up with new things, to try things that we've never tried before, such as people coming on to Soul Speaks 5D and telling their stories, but not from a place of victim consciousness and not from a place to draw attention to ourselves and not from a place to try to expand our product offerings, our service offerings. Soulogy is not a marketing platform. It's being built and has been being built on what I understand is 5D commerce, which is not regulated to money. It's to try to align with the universal law of an equal energy exchange. And as an example, I can tell you many times over the years that people come on the show and if they're a practitioner, I've had people tell me they've gotten 3 and 4 months worth of appointments, and that's fantastic. And most of the time, as the years have gone on, it happens organically. What I'm trying to say is that when people are exposed to what I'm talking about and they see somebody being real, they're going to reach out to them. You don't have to stand up on a pedestal or a platform and tell people what you do and all that and try to get business and all that. It'll come to you. It will come to you. And so this is just one way that it happens. But I encourage anyone and everyone who wants to get real, really real, and talk about, the ins and outs of their experience, the highs and the lows, the things they've learned. And, it's a beautiful thing because it's not even the words that come out of their mouth. It's the soul that comes out of their eyes. It's the resonance of their voice. It's the illumination of their auric field. It's the incredible things that happen on camera, such as Fiona Carthew just the other day, who was explaining to us how since she was a small child that she could see energy. And as the show went on, all these rainbow colors started coming in and this hazy looking energy and light and orbs or something was flying around. And you can say it was a camera flaw and you can say it was dust in the air and you can say whatever you want to say, but it's all real. And the amazing thing about that is she couldn't see it when she was on. She went back and watched it and she sent me a note and she had some explanation in it, but she basically said that that on that visual of the replay was some resemblance of accuracy to the energy that she's been seeing all her life. Now, we've had Grace Solaris do a prayer at the end of a show and disappear. We've had David Icke turn into 3 different people at the beginning of the show and have some weird technology stuff happen. We had Amanda Smith come on and speak galactic for 30 minutes. It's over 12,000 views on the show where you can't even understand from a human sense anything she's saying. But if you listen, the code is there. It's real. So the world is changing and things are being amplified to include the things that we take in with our 5 senses that are beyond the spectrum of visible light. Everything is parallel and everything is coming in to focus, so to speak, into our awareness, and nothing's being left unturned. More and more people will hear the trees talking. There'll be more and more synchronicities, way beyond numbers being seen. It's already been happening. We're no longer in a space where we're waiting for the big event. It's here. It's been here. And I believe that we're in the home stretch now. Now, a lot of people, I say a lot of people, several people, even these people that I talked about earlier, who forecast the energy, have said that it's going to get a little rough over the next year and a half or whatever. And you can look around on the world stage and see that things are headed that way. But at the same time, parallel to the expansion of the distortion, which is being expanded so that we can see the bullshit underneath, so that we can see the truth. The same thing is happening to individuals. We've all been expanding, whether you think someone's awake or not. And through that expansion, revelations are occurring to the individual. And it's what we do with that information that is going to determine the level of ease and grace or lack thereof that we experience collectively. So I received 5 messages today when I woke up. Each one of them were from people close to me. One of them was my kid. And it was pretty obvious to me that there's been another shift. And there'll be another one, and there'll be another one, and there'll be another one. But there's nothing to be afraid of. We came here by our own choice. We're doing great. Stand tall. Let's be spiritually confident. Let's walk the talk. Let's take everything in as it's meant to be in terms of a communication from the universe to ourselves. And let's pay attention to what we say and what comes out of our mouth. I'm a big believer that the most important and direct communication you will ever receive from the universe is what comes out of your mouth, whether you think you're talking about someone else or not. We are all gods and goddesses in the flesh. And we all came here with multiple purposes. But the most important thing is to understand the gift that we've been chasing is life, is living. So living to love and loving to live, empowered by this peace. I am wholly whole. I am soul, and you are soul. And soul is the God, goddess. We appreciate everybody's continued love and support and contributions. Soulogy is a magical, fantastical, almost unbelievable consciousness because it's run against the typical social and cultural and norms of the world. It's run on the invisible energy, the threads that connect us all. And I'm just honored to be a part of it. And I look forward to seeing it expand more and more and more. So anyone that wants to come on this program, Soul Speaks 5D, that wants to tell their story, not from a place of victim consciousness, not from a place of expanding awareness of their products and services, but that wants to just get real and have a conversation, a conscious conversation, a heartfelt conversation, just as if we were talking alone, and we're just doing it in front of all of our brothers and sisters bravely and boldly. It's not easy to expand the throat chakra. But I'll tell you something, and this is just my opinion. There's nothing more powerful. I don't give a shit what you're downloading, who you think you're hearing, because every voice that we hear, some way or another, is our own. And there's something extremely powerful when a human being, a human hybrid soul, an eternal human hybrid soul, expresses themselves openly, without fear, in total trust. Does that mean they won't be nervous, a little scared? No. I do this every day. And I can tell you, through these shows, sitting down with people, doing our best, showing our ass, the highs and the lows, through the energy waves, bouncing us off the wall. There is nothing that brings in a more expansive code than to be in the space where somebody is getting real and just telling their story. And again, not from a place of victim consciousness, but a place of where you are, where I am today. And that could change tomorrow. There is no set path here, but the path is one in which we have to take every step, and we can't avoid anything. So we're here to support that. And somehow or another, through the magic, we're able to do that. Every time things start to get a little skinny, the energy comes back and provides the resources necessary to get up and do it again. And I will promise you that I'll show up every day, because that's one of the things that I'm here to do. That's just my pledge to you. So anybody wants to come on, share their story, not from a place of victim consciousness, and not from a place of expanding awareness of their products and services. You just want to come in and have a conversation and talk about whatever. From a pure intention of the heart, this is a place that you'll have that support. And I think we've proved that. And when I say we, I mean all of us, because we couldn't do it. It wouldn't be whole without all of you. I hope one day that this network will run 24 hours a day, and we'll have as many channels as the community wants to build. As my beautiful friend Marina Gobier said, Soulogy is a community, is built for the community, and it's built by the community. So don't be shy. Let us know. Soulogy Net. What is it? So it's a Gmail, Soulogy Network at gmail.com. If you want to come on, tell your story. We do have literally over 100 people in line right now. We're doing the best we can to vet them and do our best to put this frequency out there of that raw, real, no holds barred, no walls. And the more we do it, the more the walls will come down and the more of us it'll step up. And that's the highest level of downloads, transmission, channelings, and activations that we'll ever experience, because it's real time. Real time. It's not coming from up there, and it's not from the Akashic that we came in from. It's that plus our experience, and that is the true wisdom today. So anyway, thank you for allowing me to speak. There's my signal for the show. Please join us if you don't have anything to do today. We got 3 shows, and let's go see how it goes. Wishing you all peace, your own peace, power, protection, big ass love from Soulogy One. Todd Medina. Peace out.